Okay, so question number 21b. Okay, number A I have shown you yesterday and roughly I have written yesterday, right? So similar question number B is exactly same, only instead of plus it is minus. So here I have written the format also properly, as it used to be time consuming. That's why I have written all the answers right now. Okay, so I will just show you an explanation I have already given you yesterday only. Okay, so you just see that video carefully and try to understand that. If you have doubts, ask me in the comment section. Okay, so what it says, you have to check continuity of this function, right? Now when they say check continuity of this function and they don't mention any point, then we understand that for all real number we have to check 1 2 3 4 5 6 0, everything, all the real numbers, even the points. Okay, now for that, what we used to do, we used to take a general point and we used to show directly, right? So we have taken, let C be the any real number. Okay, this is given function, C be any real number. Now as I told you yesterday, when you will check with tabular form, it's very difficult just by putting C here in your left hand limit. That's why we used to take x equal to, let's put C minus h. The tabular form itself we will do here. Okay, so actual meaning was also like that, right? When you say that h tends to 0 here, what you understand? Okay, yesterday's video if you have seen, then only you will understand this one. Okay, otherwise you will not understand anything here. Why I have taken x equal to C minus h, that I have explained yesterday. Okay, so see that video. So we will put x equal to C minus h instead of directly C here. Why we are doing this? Because we know that limit x tends to anything we used to write, suppose 2, and fx is if it is function. Then by putting 2, if I get determinant value, we used to directly put it. So suppose fx is x plus 1. So if you put 2 here, obviously determinant value, right? So we used to put directly 2 and we used to get the answer 3 like this. So same way here, if you take C is a real number and left hand limit, if you write like this, x tends to C minus sin x minus cos x. Then what we will do, you will put C here, sin C minus cos C, and we'll check whether it will be determinant or indeterminate value, right? But in this case, actually what we used to do, these are shortcuts. I told you yesterday also and previously also we have done this one many times. These are just shortcut. Just by putting 2 we used to get 3. This is shortcut. Actual method is what? Tabular form. And in tabular form we know that what we have to do, x we cannot take 2. We used to take less than 2. Okay, which is very close to this one. So we used to, from the left we used to come closer towards 2. We used to take x those value. Okay, like 1.9, then we come more closer, 1.99, 1.999. In this way we used to take x and we used to find fx what it is. So it also will tends to something. So you can see 1.9, 1.99. In this way if you take, it will tends towards 2, right? X tends to 2. This definition clear? Next I have to find out, if x tends to 2, x plus 1 tends to what? So when you take x 1.9, your fx also you will get something. When you will take x 1.99, fx you will get something. This is your fx. You will get something here. When you will take x equal to 1.999 like that, this also you will get something. So in this way, if you see the pattern there, this also will tends to some value. So that value will be the answer here. Okay. So same way here also, we cannot put C here. We have to put less than C. Okay, so to put C, that is a shortcut. Now but just by putting C, can you say whether this will be determinate or indeterminate value? You can say, right? So actual method is less than C I have to put. Now this is general way I'm proving. So solving this one, like in this case you can solve tabular form, but solving this one, it's not possible there. Okay, it's very difficult. That's why you have to show this one also in general form. So in tabular form you used to take less than this value, right? So what value you will take less than this? Can I say C minus something? Yes, C minus very small number. That's why we used to take C minus very small number. That number we will put it here. Okay, actual method is that one. So through actual method only we are doing this, you can say. Okay, that's why we have taken x equal to C minus h. Okay, now when you will take in place of x C minus h, in place of x C minus h, C minus h, your function, every function will become in terms of h only. Okay, C is constant. So the variable will be h only. So when you write limit, you cannot write x tends to. You have to write in terms of h tends to only. Okay. So you can see as your x tends to c, what your h will tends to? 0, right? As your x tends to c, h tends to 0. So we'll write limit h tends to 0 f of x we used to write, right? In place of x now, we will write in terms of h. So in place of x, what we have taken? X minus c minus h. So c minus h. So in place of x, c minus h, c minus h. After that, you know how to solve this. You use this identity, sine a minus b, cos a minus b. I have used that identity here. You can see sine a minus b is sine a, sine a cos b, sine b cos c, and minus sign same for sine trigonometry function. Same sign will come, right? And for cos, opposite sign will come. So for cos, what was the identity? Cos a minus cos b. Identity was cos a cos b plus sin a sin b. Okay, cos a cos b plus sin a sin b. So I have simply used the identity and then I have put h equal to 0 here. Directly we can put, right? So we have put h 0 and what we got? Sin c minus cos c. Now some student might be thinking that just by putting here c also we might have got c. You will get marks for that also, but if it is 4 marks, you will get only 1 marks like that. Okay, because this were not the actual method. I told you this is just shortcut. In class 11, I have put more stress to explain this one. These are not actual method, these are not actual, these are shortcut, I said. Okay, so in practical life we use shortcut only, but in this case you cannot use, because in this case if you won't use shortcut also, you can solve it through tabular form, but in this case tabular form you cannot solve it simply. Okay, so you cannot say whether it will be determinant or not. Here you can say easily, right, that by using tabular form also I will get 3 here, easily you can say. So you can use the shortcut here, but in this case you cannot say. Okay, so that's why we use actual method here, c minus h. I hope you have understood this. Okay, so this is very important question for you. If you have understood, that's good. If you have not understood, ask me any doubts you have here. And I believe that if you have understood limit concept properly, you should not have any kind of doubts here also. And if you are not understanding means limit you have not understood properly. Okay, so you find out the right hand limit also. For right hand limit, what we will put? C plus h. Right hand limit means what? X tends to c from right, right? So from right means it we will take greater than c value. So greater than c value, I can write c plus h. So in place of x, put that. Okay, same way you solve, you can write it down this one like this also. Okay, after this step I have used identity and then put 0 in place of h. So I got sin c minus cos c here also, and fc is sin c minus cos c. So left hand limit, right hand limit and fc is equal, so this is continuous function. So you can write f is continuous for all real number. Okay, here also exactly same question number c. X we have put c minus h, in place of x we have put this, and then we have used identity and then put 0 in place of h. You will get left hand limit sin c dot cos c. Same way right hand limit find out, you will find same thing, sin c dot cos c. And for fc also, obviously if you put in place of xc directly you will get. So here also left hand limit, right hand limit and fc is same, so it is also a continuous function. Okay, so these are the only different type of question you had in this exercise. Okay, so question number 31 to 34, you try yourself and see if you can do it or not. Exactly same, the format I have already shown you, all kind of format. Okay, so you use your logic and try to think 31 to 34 whether you can solve it or not. Okay.